Have someone offer to pay for your least favorite drink. Spend your own money on your favorite drink. Oh, I would do spend your own money. I mean, if you don't like the drink, why would you want someone else to pay for it? Sure, it's coming out of someone else's pocket, but like you don't really get that satisfaction of drinking it if you don't like to drink it to begin with. So I'm doing spend your own money on your favorite drink. Yeah, and it does make sense. I mean, be tall because of a long torso with really long legs. Ooh. I think long legs, it needs to be proportionally correct to your body. I mean, long legs, I don't see that as a advantage, to be honest. I'd rather do long torso. Oh, isn't there like a study that says like if you have long legs, you're more prone to injury? I don't know if that's true, but like I would still go with torso. Work as a secret hotel guest. Work as a professional traveler. Work as a secret hotel guest. Well, what does it mean by secret hotel guest? I mean, uh, hotel guest, like what? So no one knows you're there? I'm leaning more towards work as a professional traveler. I think that way you get to actually travel to more places. Live in a house with 1,000 rooms. Live in a two-room apartment. Two-room apartment. With 1,000 rooms, you won't be able to utilize all your 1,000 rooms. At most, maybe, and I'm stretching this like 5, 6 rooms. Like one for yourself, one for like a gaming room, one personal living room, stuff like that. 1,000 rooms won't come in handy. With 2 rooms, you can actually use that in a more efficient way. So I'm gonna go with two-room apartment. Skinny dip at a pool, the ocean. Mm, yeah, what is skinny dip? I don't even know what skinny dip is. Skinny dipping meaning without any clothes on. Oh, so it's nude swimming. Probably the ocean, just because there won't be that many people in the pool. There might be other people, so I think the ocean is. A lot of people choose pool. Interesting. My 5 in a row streak is broken, just like that. Have what? Have one nipple, two belly buttons. Hmm. Both. I mean, two belly buttons. It's just weird. I think one nipple. Ah. Yeah, the thing is, if you have one, where's it gonna be placed, right? Is it gonna be placed in the middle, or would it just be placed on one side? The next one is play video games as much as you want on a crappy old console. Have 1 hour to play on the coolest new console. So with this blue one, have 1 hour to play. Is it like you play 1 hour and then you're done? You won't play it forever? Because if that's the case, then yeah, I wouldn't want to do this. But if it's like play 1 hour per month, per week, something like that, then I think a lot of people would choose blue. Uh, I would still have to play 1 hour on the coolest console. I think a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people did choose that. Move to a different country every month, stay in the same country your whole life. Okay, so now the question here is, which country are you in the start? Because if you're in a country where, you don't have your necessities, it's just life in general is more difficult, then move to a different country every month makes sense. But if you're already in a place that's, good living standard and everything, then stay in the same country your whole life. Personally, I wouldn't mind staying in my country the whole life, just because I enjoy it here. Exactly. And plus, like moving every month to a different country, it's just a hassle. Drink Fanta or Sprite. If you guys watched Inside season 1, Fanta Light all day, brev. Oh wow, a lot of people chose Sprite. Have a giant house without a garden, a small house with a giant garden. Ooh. I would personally choose have a giant house without a garden. because I'm not a gardener myself, and even though it'll be oh, without a garden. Sorry. Um, a garden would be like a backyard. And if you live in a house, I think backyard is sort of essential just because you can do a lot of stuff with it. You can have like a patio set up outside, have like barbecue grill set outside, maybe even a swimming pool based off of how big the backyard is or garden, whatever you want to call it. I think I would want to choose. But the thing is, here it says you have a small house with a giant garden. Like, how often are you actually going to be using the garden, anyways? So I think I would have a giant house without a garden. I think so. Yeah. 10 in a row. Live in a place that is always dusty. Live in a place that's always humid. Oh, dusty is not nice. Dusty is not nice whatsoever. Because people who have like asthma or some sort of breathing condition or lungs problem, if it's always dusty, then your breathing passage might not be clear all the time, and you might need your inhaler most of the time. I think living in a humid environment is much more easier than an environment that's always dusty. Yeah. Plus, if it's always humid, you can just take a bath whenever you want, and then, I know you'll be humid again, but at least you won't have breathing problems. Have a drone that flies, have a drone that can go underwater. Ooh, underwater is pretty good, but it depends on why you need it. Because if filming content that you have to go under the water, then yeah, this is for sure. Blue is for sure the way to go. But for a lot of videos, people just use drone that flies because you can get the landscape and everything, right? So it honestly does depend on the usage, right? What you want, what you're gonna use it for. But having a drone that can go underwater, that is pretty cool. Get 50 watches, 50 suits. Ooh, I'm a big watches guy. It's hard not to select this one. Um, I still go 50 watches because how often are you gonna wear the suits, right? For a special occasion, and that's it. With watches, you can pair it with any piece of clothing you wear. So get 50 watches, 100%. Wow, that's really surprising to me. Oh, have a gaudy, tacky looking living room and ultra minimalistic decoration. Ultra minimalistic every day of the week. There's something pleasing about simplicity. Eat a cookie, eat a brownie, cookie. I'm not a fan of chocolate, so brownie is just too much chocolate for me. Only be able to have cold showers. Only be able to eat with toothpicks. Ooh, I think this is cold showers is a clear winner here because there's not much food you can eat with with toothpicks, right? It'll just be like those small appetizers, like these small bits that you can actually poke in with your toothpick. But I think cold showers, both are equally bad, but cold showers you can actually live with because at least you're eating properly. Yeah. Live the life of an entrepreneur with all the stresses, be stuck at one job with decent pay for your whole life. Be stuck at one job with decent pay for life. Being an entrepreneur is nice and all, but if you're always stressed, there's no really benefit of becoming an entrepreneur. So being stuck with one job with decent pay for life. Never wear underwear again. Never wear socks again. Ooh, this is challenging. I'd say never wear socks again. I think never wear socks again. Yeah. Wear winter clothing all winter long. Wear winter clothing all summer long. Oh, sorry. Wear summer clothing all winter long, or wear winter clothing all summer. Summer long. You know, when it's summertime and it's hot, the last thing you want to do is put on warm clothing. Because if it's already like 30 degrees Celsius, uh, you don't want to put on warm clothing because, if you get really hot, then you might faint. You might have like, it's not healthy or not good. But I think I can deal with wearing summer clothing all winter long. Because think about it, then you just don't go outside all the time. You can just stay at home, have the heater on, and you'll be set. Live without music, live without books, live without books, 100%. Oh, it's easy. No longer be able to add salt, no longer be able to add pepper to your food. Pepper. I mean, you can go without pepper in your food. It's just the salt that uh you need in food, in my opinion. You don't want too much salt, but you want enough salt that it actually enhances the flavor of what you're actually eating. Because steak without salt is not that great. But you can deal with steak without pepper, in my opinion. So no longer be able to add pepper to your food. Let's change category now. I think that's a really that was good, but it was like it was very basic. You know what I mean?